Hello, I'm Jim Hunt. I served the Mason City Fire Department from February of 1998 to March of 2020, where I retired. Right now we're in front of a 1939 Pirsch fire engine that served Mason City from 1939 to sometime in 1962, where it was taken out of service and replaced. It was originally purchased to be housed in the South Station on South Federal, which is still in place. So this truck, the station, and the water tower were all purchased and put in place in Mason City by Teddy Roosevelt's New Deal program to help bring all of the country, including Mason City, out of the Depression and put people back to work. So with this truck, it has a 750 gallon per minute pump. The newer pumpers have a 2,000 gallon per minute pump. This tiny little pump panel does exactly the same thing, except the newer ones are a lot more complicated. But it takes water in, runs through the pump, increases the pressure, opening up the proper discharges, and we've got the discharges to flow water back out of the pump. So comparing the newer pumpers and the ladder trucks compared to this one, you see how limited the space is here in the cab. The steering wheel is right up against the driver. It's got a larger steering wheel. It's a manual shift for the transmission to make the truck drive down the road, plus a manual shift to put the pump in and out of gear. It's got a nice little spotlight that it was equipped with. All of the nozzles and the appliances across the tailboard of this vehicle are original to this truck. Local 41 was able to find original pictures of the truck when it was new. We were able to obtain and return all of the original nozzles and appliances to the truck. So in these two sections, hose would have been stacked up in here that they would use. They'd lay 2.5-inch hose on the street to supply water to the truck from the hydrants. Inside here was hard suction, which is still here, original to the truck. That would be hooked up to the pump and laid into a static source like a stream or a pond. Could lift water from, run it through the pump and fight the fire. In the section of the tube here, there was ladders that aren't here any longer. Again, spotlights across the top and grab bars because firefighters used to ride on the tailboard here. So Engine 2's restoration, when the truck came back to Mason City, the body components were, everything was straight and everybody was in pretty good shape. Everything was in pretty good shape, but it did need to be restored, repainted, and all of the chrome and stainless steel buffed out. A lot of the mechanical work was done by one of the local firefighters here in Mason City. Ray Wood was a key component in the total restoration of this truck. The body was painted by Don Hauge's body shop, and all of the gold paint and trim work that was put on was done by Bob Ledoux's sign shop. So one thing to keep in mind looking at the cab of this truck, you can see how it's an open cab. Think about the weather that's in North Iowa throughout the year. There's a few nice sunny days, and the rest of the year is cold, snowy, rainy, and the firefighters would respond in the open cab or on the tailboard of this truck.